So you want to know what graphics card that you need to be able to get FPS like this? Guys, I'm scared. 6900 XT. 6900 XT. 450 frames right here. So here's what you do. So it's either between today, the 3090 or the 6900 XT, and leave a comment down in the description to see which one do you guys think will win. But we're gonna be doing some benchmark and some talks and notes today about which one's gonna be the best. And if you want the highest FPS and want it tuned by a professional, please visit senseofquality.com and we got you covered with that. So first off, let's start with the notes here. So when you're buying a graphics card or when you're buying just a PC part in general, it all depends on what are you trying to do with it and why. So I'm going to jot down a few scenarios of which graphics card, NVIDIA or AMD, that you should go with depending on what you're doing on your computer. So the first thing is if you're a single PC content creator, this is where I would go with NVIDIA. And the reason why I would go with NVIDIA personally is because it comes with something called an NVINC encoder. So if you are streaming, let's say, and you're gaming, like the top streamers out there, Aiden, Raid, Jowo and stuff like that, you definitely want to have that encoder if you plan on sticking on a single PC setup, because that's going to just make your YouTube videos look absolutely amazing, make your streams look absolutely amazing. And when it comes to content, guys, you want to make sure it looks great compared to the rest of content out there. So that's why I would choose NVIDIA for that one, and just go with that. The encoder is great and it's absolutely phenomenal. The second scenario is going to be if you're a single PC gamer. This is where I would go with AMD. Now hear me out here. I know Team Green's going to get on me for this, but I would go with AMD because it's just going to give you, in terms of Warzone and Call of Duty, the maximum FPS possible no matter what. It is just better, well, for the 6900 XT, it's just better overall for your FPS, and we've done some testing, which you'll see at the end of the video, so stick around for that. Where it just outperforms the 3090 in every way except for in 4K. So if you're a 1080p gamer, if you're a 1440p gamer, definitely go AMD with this one because you will not regret it. The FPS is just insane. If you play COD or you play Vanguard or Warzone, literally you will see a boost in your FPS immediately if you switch from NVIDIA to AMD. And it's not even close. Now, the third scenario here is if you are on a dual PC setup. Now, if you are on a dual PC setup and you have another PC to encode, you want to go with AMD. The reason why you want to go with AMD is because you don't have to worry about the encoding on your PC. You don't have to worry about that NVIDIA encoder that we talked about earlier. You already have it on your dual PC. And plus, we'll make a video in the future, guys, of how to make a dual PC setup for less than $1,500. So I got you guys with that video in the future. Just like and subscribe and you'll see that. But let's get into it. So with a dual PC setup, you can literally run an AMD graphics card and it will not affect your Elgato because you have it in the other PC. You're going to be recording in the other PC. You're going to be streaming from the other PC. So literally, it's going to be the same thing as if you had a single PC setup and you're just a gamer. You're just going to game on your gaming PC. And for AMD, you're going to get the highest FPS that way in general. Now, for another scenario, this is just a little bit of weird scenario, but a lot of people use their PCs for work. Nobody really thinks about that. All right, guys, and if you're working, please don't buy a 3090 just for work unless you're doing some kind of like computational 3D rendering, creating AI for the PC Master Race or something. Please just don't buy like a 3090 unless like you're a 3D renderer or something like that. Now, if you need some kind of like crazy, if you need something for work just to work, literally there is CPUs with integrated graphics cards in them, like a 10900K, 12900K, anything like that. You don't have to buy like a graphics card for work if you're just doing Windows Excel. Just wanted to make that clear. So if you're doing work on your PC, you're trying to do some kind of computational kind of thing, or you're just using it as a content creator in general, you want to go NVIDIA, of course. The reason why NVIDIA is just because it is better for computational, and it just has like more CUDA cores in general. So literally, I would definitely go NVIDIA when it comes to that. Now, for you miners out there, all right, round two, quick tip for the miners out there. You don't want to buy a LHR card. You want to make sure it is non-LHR. That just means that it's limiting the hash rate and you're just going to not make a lot of money. So if you're looking at game and you're looking to mine when you're not gaming on your like GPU, don't buy a LHR card. Buy a non-LHR cards, all 3090s or non-LHR. So just follow those steps and you'll make money while gaming too. Yeah, I'm talking to you guys. Basically, if you're a miner, of course, you would definitely want to go NVIDIA. The reason why you would want to go NVIDIA, God, it's just obvious. You're just going to make more money from NVIDIA graphics cards if you mine. Please don't scalp the cards. But I know you guys are just going to do it anyway. But literally, if you're a miner, of course, you want to go NVIDIA. It's just going to make you more money in general. And just that's that. Now, let's go based off resolution, guys. So let's say if you're 1080p, you're 1440p, and you're 4K, which one should you go with depending on your resolution? So I got you covers on that. For 180p, you want to go with AMD. All right, so I make a mistake calling it 180p. That's a bad habit of mine. Of course, I mean 1080p. But please, guys, if you have a 3090 or a 6900 XT or a 3080, you guys should be on 1440p by now. You're not supposed to be on 1080p. Please switch to a 1440p, 244 hertz, or even 144 hertz monitor. Literally, you are burning money if you still have a 1080p monitor with a 3090. No, that does not work. That's not what this is for. So definitely, guys, switch it when you have the chance. AMD just gets more frames on 180p. You don't have to worry about anything else. That's just going to get you more frames in general. For 1440p, it's still AMD. Now, it's kind of close when it comes to 1440p when you're doing NVIDIA versus AMD. So if you wanted to, you can go NVIDIA on 1440p, and it really wouldn't make that much of a difference. But definitely, guys, I would go AMD on your GPU if you're just looking for the max frames possible. Now, this is the weird part, and this kind of confuses me, but it kind of makes sense. So if you're on 1440p, you want to go with NVIDIA. And the reason why you want to go with NVIDIA is just because it has more FPS. On 4K, don't ask me why. And it's just gonna give you the best overall experience on 4K. Plus, it has ray tracing, which is slightly better than AMD. So definitely, if you're looking to get a graphics card based on resolution, that is your answer right there. So now I'm just gonna show you guys the benchmarks with the 3090 versus the 6900 XT. This will probably be the same throughout the list if you're doing a 6700 XT versus a 3070, 6800 XT versus a 3080. You'll see similarities here based on the FPS. So depending on this benchmark, you guys could see exactly which one you guys would want to go with. Now, I did make a mistake in those benchmarks. I did the 6900 XT in the pregame lobby, so it's going to be a little higher in FPS, but you can discount about 30 FPS there. So it's going to be still around 370 to 400 FPS. So obviously, the 6900 XT is winning by a long shot, and the FPS gets even crazier. So I'm going to do downtown, the most intensive area on Warzone, just so you guys can see the amount of FPS it gets there. Wow. Just thinking about it, hit 300. Yep, 300s. Downtown. It's crazy. So I hope that answers all your questions on which graphics card do you go with. So if you're on a single PC setup, you're just trying to be a content creator, get the best looking content out there, you're going NVIDIA. If you are on a dual PC setup, or you're just a gamer, you're just looking to get the highest FPS possible, you're definitely going AMD here. And if you guys want the highest FPS possible, please visit sensequality.com. We work with the professional pro players, and we work with streamers such that you know of, like Aiden, Scump, Shotzi, Simp, and all of them. So literally, if you want to get your setup to their level, definitely check out sensequality.com, and we got you covered with that. I really hope this helps, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a like and subscribe. Oh God, I'm turning into a YouTuber. But please leave a like and subscribe if you found this content enjoyable. And I hope this helps, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.